What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, across all social media platforms, y'all, all of them. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy like myself, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about, sharing bad news with a narcissist. So the other day, I did an episode about, I'm going to link it in the bio or the description or whatnot. I did an episode about sharing good news with a narcissist, how you shouldn't share your good news with a narcissist first. Like you should, celebrate your good news with other people before you share it with a narcissist who's going to pretty much going to try to steal your shine, dampen your glow, or, change your mood or alter your mood and things like that. Like narcissists are not going to, typically narcissist toxic people are not going to, celebrate with you. They're going to try to bring you down. So if you have some good news, promotion, job, school, work, health, whatever, share it with somebody else first. Share it with whoever's going to celebrate with you at first. Share it with your friends and family who are going to celebrate with you celebrate with you and lift you up, as opposed to bring you down, because most narcissistic people are going to try to bring you down. Hey, honey, I graduated from college today. Cool. They just print out degrees and give them to them now. Getting to people nowadays. I make more in my trade than you do with your degree. Haha. And you have student loan debt. You're a problem in this country. You see how they work right there? That doesn't work. Like, you deal with narcissists and toxic people, that's going to be a huge issue right there, y'all. That just is. It's the mindset of it right there. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person or whoever, understand that, like, this is it. That's how they're going to do with good news. So there's my little quick breakdown of sharing good news with a narcissist. Let's get to the bad news, the bad stuff. And I told y'all before, like, I'm reading Dr. Ramani's book, Should You Stay or Should You Go? And I'm going through it. It's a good book, y'all. Like I said, it's a very, very good book. I'm reading it. It's kind of like listening to somebody detail my life and why I do the things I do. A little different explanation from the outside perspective. So she was talking about, in one of her chapters, she's about sharing good news and now sharing bad news. So bad news, y'all. The bad news bears. So if it sucks, so let me say this. So if it sucks sharing good news with a narcissist, it's going to suck exponentially worse sharing bad news with a narcissistic person, especially sharing bad news that's going to affect them, that's going to have a negative impact on their life. You know what I mean? If it's going to take money out of their pocket, it's going to cost them time, effort, energy. If it's going to cause them to take a deep breath, even something as minuscule as making them take a deep breath is going, or exasperate. I was like, you do something like that. Even if it gets to that point right there, understand, like, I'm just saying, like, that's how it's going to go. They're going to get mad at you. Like, so my recommendation is make a plan to share. Like, this is, I feel like I'm telling you how to talk to a kid, honestly. You have to make a plan to share bad news with a narcissist. Make a plan. Again, you might want to share this with somebody else first to run this by them, to get some, to get a game plan. Don't just share, like, if you have to share it willy-nilly, if it just happened and you have to share it right then and there, do it right then and there. But if you have some time to think about it and plan it, if you have friends and family that are close to you that won't tell this person, maybe not their friends and family, maybe not their family, but somebody that you're close to that you can trust to run this bad news scenario by, do that first. Run this bad news scenario by your family or friends first to see how all the options will play out. I already have, like, some solutions planned, some options planned, because if you're sharing anything with a narcissist, they're going to try to break it down piece by piece, bit by damn bit, to the point where you don't know if you're coming or going. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to try to break it down, blame you, chastise you. They might they might rage out on you. They might get mad as hell. Like, how it's going to go sharing bad news with them, especially when you don't have a plan of action. So if you're going to minimize the aggressiveness or the damage that a narcissistic person can do to you because of this, I always say just have a plan. Because I know my wife is, you're already walking on eggshells. So my wife used to always, I guess she had her friend, that she would run her bad news by, before she told me, so she would have a plan of action in place. So I was like, so what the hell? She would say something like, my credit score dropped. This is not really what happened. It was just like, she's like, yeah, my credit score dropped, 300, 200 points, so we can't get this, we're trying to buy a house. Like we can't buy the house. My credit score dropped 100 points because, this old debt I had, so immediately I'm just like, oh my damn good. You done cost us a house because of some stuff that you did before me. Damn, how irresponsible were you? It's going to go there immediately. I'm going to start attacking her character, her past, her past decisions that led to this moment, her, current decision, her current state of mind. Like, look at you. But if she had a plan, like, look, so my credit score dropped. I need to let you know because it's going to slow us down a little bit. But I already paid the debt off. They said it's going to update in 15 days. We should be good to go. Yeah, I might still get mad or angry, but now I have less to get mad and angry with because you already came up with a plan of action to handle said thing. But if it's going to affect the narcissist directly, and again, you still want to have a plan of action. But again, if it's going to affect them directly, they're going to want to take, maybe take the reins on it or have a direct say so in how things are going to get handled. So again, make a plan, share it with them. And, of course, your tone of voice, literally everything matters. Your tone of voice matters. But if it's bad news as far as trying to hold them accountable, like if you, like I say, again, if you caught them stealing money, if you catch them in a lie, like some things didn't add up and you finally caught them in a lie, that you caught them cheating or what, if it's bad news as far as you holding them accountable, this is when it's like, straight to the point. It might get tumultuous. Always use discretion and things like that, but go straight to the point, y'all. You have to go straight to the point. You can't beat around the bush. You can't, I just did a video on this. Remove your emotions from it. Try to, and come at them from a logical standpoint and just go straight to the point. If you catch them cheating, don't beat around the bush and start just trying to get them to admit it, because that's going to antagonize them and make them mad as hell. Don't be like, so if you caught them cheating, just like, hey, so where were you this date, time, or whatever? That's like interrogation. And they were like, I don't know why. I think you do know. So that right there is going to antagonize a narcissist right there. I don't know. So where were you April 4th at 3 p.m.? I don't know where the hell I was at. Why are you asking these questions? I think you do know where you were. You do know where you were, don't you? Tell the truth. What are you talking about? Why are you interrogating me? Just tell me where you were. And see, now it's a back and forth. When you could have just said, hey, look, on April 4th, 3 p.m., I know you were at this bar with this other, I know you were cheating on me at this bar. Straight to the point. You don't give them a chance to think about it, no excuses. You don't give them a chance to, you don't give them a chance to push pause on the argument or whatever. You just shared it straight to the point. If you're whatever you're going to do, already have your plan of action in place. I know, you cheated on me, I'm leaving you. You said it straight to the point. Okay, of course, use discretion, because some people are crazy and will try to harm you for telling you, you want to leave me for me doing something bad to you. They're sharing bad news. If that bad news is holding them accountable in some way, I'm telling you, you have to prepare differently. Again, I feel like I'm telling you how to talk to a child, because a lot of narcissistic people, they experience arrested development and have they experience arrested development and, or lack emotional intelligence. So it's going to be like you're talking to a 12 or 13-year-old. So dumb down. If you have to share bad news, dumb it down. They might be smart, and they might be intellectually smart, but emotionally stupid. You know what I mean? Be emotionally, just emotionally stupid. They intellectually smart as hell, rocket scientists. You know what I mean? But have the emotional capacity of a 8-year-old or 9-year-old. So you have to dumb down the accountability. Hey, I caught you cheating, I'm leaving. Don't go into this grand detail or whatever. Sharing whatever bad news you have to share. Again, if you have friends and family that are not going to tell them that you can trust, run the scenario by them first. Kind of role play sometimes. Get it out of your system. You don't want this to be the first time you say it, because you're going to stumble, you're going to stutter, and they're going to focus on the stumbling and the stuttering. They're going to knock you off your point. If it's bad news that affects you directly, see if you can handle it without telling them. See if you can handle it without telling them, handle it. Then if it's necessary to tell them, tell them. But if it's bad news that affects them, you have to tell them. Just run it, play the scenario game. Play the scenario game regardless. But sharing bad news, like I said, it can be rough. It can be tough. It can absolutely be, create a lot of anxiety in you. So I understand it. Like I said, but you have to be this is going to be up to you. It's going to be on you in most of these situations to take your power back and be strong, because they're, like I said, it just is. So handling good news is sharing good news and sharing bad news are both bad things when you're dealing with a narcissist. unless that good news is like directly, hey, I got promoted. And they said you got promoted too, yay, something like that. Unless it's directly beneficial to them, celebrate first. Don't let them steal your shine, regardless. You already, bad news, if it's a mistake that you made, you already, just own up to the mistake. They're going to talk some junk, they're going to talk some trash or whatever, put you down, devalue you. Just understand this coming. Because if you stay in this relationship, that's how it goes, y'all. But anyway, let me hop up this thing, y'all. It is 7:03 in the morning. I take my son to school. I've been up since 5:15. I've been getting up and getting to moving. I've done 2 one-on-ones. Got my videos recorded. I'm just getting everything going. But anyways, y'all, if y'all haven't followed my YouTube, if you're on my podcast, follow my YouTube channel. I'm going live here every single night. Probably, I'm trying to go live every single night for the rest of the month on YouTube or one of my platforms. Anyways, y'all, thank you. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss a video, y'all. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Mental Illness is out. Peace.